Hey guys, this is Don Zizi from Allnaijabeats, and I'm back with another video. Let me first say a big shout out to all my fans, subscribers, all the people who send me emails to tell me how my work, my tutorials have touched them, and I'm really happy to just be growing in this industry with you guys, and I really hope we can all be successful at the end of the day. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a set of videos. I'm going to be making a full song in FL Studio. These days I do everything in FL Studio. I still work in Logic, I still work in Cubase, but I just find that it's much easier for me to get everything done in one place. And FL Studio, especially FL Studio 12, has given me that platform to do everything I want to do and achieve musically. So I'm going to be taking you through the whole process. I'm going to be sharing from the beat. This video is going to be about the beat. The next video would be about mixing, and then we can go ultimately to mastering and then have the song for you all to download. So it's a journey, so just join me on this journey as we start. So first off, I'm going to show you the different sort of patterns in this beat. So first off, I'll show you the main sort of string or progression of the song, and this is how it goes. So I used two different things to make this sound. First off, I have Massive, and I'm using one of the presets from Massive. If you use Massive a lot, you should just go to browser. You see there are millions of presets for you. You can even download extra ones online. Then I have GMS. GMS is a Groove Machine synthesizer module which comes with FL Studio. It's very basic, but if you know how to tweak it, you can get some nice sounds from it. Of course, in terms of the progression itself, it's not too special. The song is on F major. This is what it looks like. Sorry, I'm using 3 screens, so I have to keep dragging from one screen to the other screen. So you can see I created some high notes. You see, so these high notes are complementing the thicker notes. You have to learn how to layer your notes when you produce. This really helps to give you that full fat sound. You see, apart from doing that, I ended up using 2 instruments to achieve the same effect. And if you check somewhere in the song, I still have like a third layer again, which is supporting that, and that gives it that rich feel. Also, I have I have an 808 here. Remember what I told you about 808? First, you need to pitch them. So you need to go to Edit, then you need to go to Detect Pitch Region, and then you have to come here and set it accordingly by right-clicking. Then you have to come to your envelope, your volume envelope. Then you have to tweak it just exactly how you see it. Make sure it's short attack, full hold, turn off the release, but sometimes you have to put a little bit of release. Depends on what sound you're going for. Sometimes I also put on the portamento, increase the slide. It just depends on what sound you're going for. So that's for the 808, and then I have this bass from Massive. It's called Dry and Wet, and it's also one of the sounds that you find bundled in Massive. So this. So that's kind of the 808, and then you have the guitars. Okay, so sometimes I use live guitars. I have it in my studio. I call my guitarist to play, but sometimes I just play the melodies myself. Like this, I'm using a sound font called Jazz Guitars. And of course I'm tweaking it with some reverbs. I'm tweaking it with a reverb called Ultra Verb from Eventide. There you go, that's it. And then I'm using a stereo shaper from FL Studio to give it sort of a very wide feel. Sometimes you just mix these instruments as you use them to create the beat, because that's just you just need to achieve that sound as you make the beat, as opposed to when you want to do the real mixing itself. So mixing, production, sometimes there's an overlap. Now that reverb I showed you from Eventide has a delay as well, so that's why you have that feel. So you see I've done some slides. If you know how to use slides in FL Studio, that's this one. This is portamento, this is slide. So you just click on this and then you see I have some slide notes and you hear how they sound. So that's the only way really you can make your sounds to really mimic the real thing. I know it's not real, doesn't sound like 100% like an electric guitar, but it's quite close really, especially when you hear it in the mix, which I'll play for you shortly. Just to also say, this is a gospel song, but it's also Afropop. These are my kicks and percussion. Okay, that's just sort of like the vibe. I use two kicks to give it a sort of like a very heavy feel. This is one kick, this is the other one. So it's actually this one at the top, this one that's doing most of the work, but this guy just adds some low end feel. This is my of course, in Afropop people hardly use snares again, so these are snaps. Very basic pattern. I have another melody for the guitar here. So you can still hear the sliding. Now I told you that the main progression in the chorus, I put an extra layer again, also from GMS, different settings. You can just pause the video and tweak your settings to achieve this. So this has sort of like an organ feel to it. This is my second 808. So in the song I used two 808s. Now this 808 is just basically a sine wave which I have brought to reduce the pitch, the coarse pitch to the lowest level. Like you can also pause this and just copy, but this can give you the exact sound you're looking for, especially when you go to the mixer and you add some distortion. This can really sound good. I've not added anything yet, and this is how it sounds. Very simple, very basic. And then you have this Sakura from FL Studio. Someone once told me that FL Studio plugins synths are always harsh, they are not professional. Man, that's a big lie. Like if you watch most of my recent productions, I tend to use FL default plugins a lot. This is FL Studio, this is FL Studio, this is FL Studio. The sounds can be as rich, creamy, analog, soft, just anything you want. You just need to understand how to improve your knowledge of sound design. Then I have something here which comes in the sub chorus. I have Massive and I have GMS playing this as well. So it goes. Yeah, so it's a nice sound. Then I have something again from FL Studio. Remember this plugin? This is Hammer. That's FL Studio. Now I have a trumpet. This trumpet is coming from Expand 2. just in only one small part of the song. Then I have a roll here, which you will hear. Just a simple roll, because the pattern of the song itself is quite simple. And I have something very special here, the delay llama. You know him? You know this guy? He's my friend. Okay, so I think I've shown you all the sounds in this song, I think. Okay, I have some percussion here. Just basic stuff, nothing special. Okay, that's all. So let's jump into the song itself. Let me show you what the song sounds like. Remember I said it's a gospel song. But now, okay, listen to the song. Okay, so that's the that's the beat. I haven't done much mixing like I explained, but we're going to mix this beat together. We're going to mix the vocals. We're going to mix and master this song. Like just want to do a full song. People always feel like there is a secret, like Davido's, if Davido's fall on you, like Mayor Kun's Mama. People just listen to those songs and feel like, man, these songs are too advanced. These songs are too um, like how do I produce them? They sound so simple, yet they're so difficult. But we just made something like that, right? Now I'm going to give you a special treat. Our next video, like I said, is going to be mixing. of the song. So I'm going to give you a special treat. I have already, we already did some voicing. The voicing is not complete. Um, we did some voice recordings, but we haven't done ad libs, we haven't done the bridge. But I just want you to listen to how the vocals sound. Of course, I've put some auto tune and some reverb just so you can enjoy it. But I'll take all those off before we start the mixing process. We can actually, we've actually made a song that sounds really good. And sometimes when you hear a beat, you think it sounds ordinary until the artist goes on it, and then this is really special. So we have three people on this song. So it's me doing the rap in the second verse. Then in the first verse, it's a guy that's called A plus, and then in the chorus you have A plus, and you also have a guy called Lagamix who I've done several songs with. So yeah, just take a listen and let me know what you think in the comment box about it, and if you really want us to continue with the mixing process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too, I hear I'm not fire.
Yeah. Once it's do the beats, not fire.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, man, I'm shouting halle. The dream when I dreamed last night, they sweet me halle. Shout out to Baba God, I'm shouting halle. Osalopa Oruno, I'm shouting halle. Baba, you too much.
Halle.
This blessing is too big.
Halle.
The Papa them want it.
Halle.
This music is too sweet.
Halle.
The Papa them love it.
Halle.
Everybody like it.
Halle.
Professor they shout though.
Halle.
Pastor they shout though.
Halle. You can never go wrong when Oluwa is all for you. I'm living proof. Na double we dey receive, we know they waka. And this time, them go know me, Baba. Many blessings coming my way. Many lessons, many mistakes. God will never let his son to suffer. I know come this life just to suffer.
Wake up in the morning, man, I'm shouting halle. The dream when I dreamed last night, they sweet me halle. Shout out to Baba God, I'm shouting halle. Osalopa Oruno, I'm shouting halle. Baba, you too much.
Halle.
This blessing is too big.
Halle.
The Papa them want it.
Halle.
This music is too sweet.
Halle.
The Papa them love it.
Halle.
Everybody like it.
Halle.
Professor they shout though.
Halle.
Pastor they shout though.
Halle.
Shout out to Baba God, oh. See me flying like a dawn in the lotto. When you see me overtaking, it's the Lord, oh. From city to city, celebration is my motto. Wait, take you back to the Genesis. Tears in my eyes like I don't met my nemesis. Everywhere I look, all I see is my enemies. Now when I flow, let them know who the balance is. Yeah, you know I started from the gutter. All the people that I begged didn't even bother. Disrespect everywhere, even from my brother. Now when I chop my bread, I'm chopping it with butter. So I glorify his name. Let them go insane. Let them see the grace that he's putting on my name. Let them see the way that I'm flying to my fame. In the name of the Lord, that's the way that I'm praying. Yeah, yo.
Wake up in the morning, man, I'm shouting halle. The dream when I dreamed last night, they sweet me halle. Shout, everybody like it.
Halle.
Professor they shout though.
Halle.
Pastor they shout though.
Halle. Shouting halle. 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 Halle, halle, halle.
So guys, you heard it. There's no magic to making Afropop songs. I think it's a good song. I don't know what you think, but just let me know what you think in the comment box. As usual, this is your boy Don Zizi from Allnaijabeats. And I'm really, really happy to be sharing this song with you, and I know that would have a good time. If you want me to make the next video, hit me up, like, subscribe, comment, just let me know. And as usual, if you want me to make a beat for you, if you want me to mix a song for you, want me to master for you, want me to teach you production, you know, we can talk, we can negotiate, and we can agree on something. Just hit me up and on the email that's showing on your screen. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.